All right, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Convoy of Hope, a local organization that many of you may know of. But one thing you guys might not know about it is Mother Teresa herself actually had a hand in starting this organization. Now, I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Hal Donaldson, the founder and CEO of Convoy of Hope. And in my interview with him, he told me how he was motivated to start a company like this. You see, in about 1992, Hal took a trip to India to visit some missionary friends. Upon arriving in India, his friends said, "We have someone we want you to meet, and we would love you to have the opportunity to talk to her." They took him to the home of the deaf and dying, and he actually had the opportunity to talk him and Mother Teresa one-on-one for about an hour. And Mother Teresa challenged him. Currently, he was just an author writing books about whatever he felt his heart wanted to. And Mother Teresa really challenged him to make a change in the world that he lives in. So upon returning, he continued to be an author for about a year, but this thing was just weighing on his heart that he wasn't doing anything to help those who were suffering. And because of this, one day he got some friends together, got some money together, borrowed a pickup truck, went to a grocery store, bought as many groceries as they could, went to downtown Oakland, and just started handing out groceries. Now this little thing out of the back of a pickup truck has now fed over 55 million people and is continuing to grow. Today I'm going to talk about three main points. First, what Convoy of Hope does. Second, the ethical dilemma that our generation faces. And third, why to choose Convoy of Hope for a donation. Now, this is Convoy of Hope's mission statement. They focus on a few main things. First off, they focus on feeding the world, and mostly through children's feeding initiatives. Second, community outreaches. Third, disaster response. And lastly, partnering resources. I'm going to start off talking a little bit about children's feeding initiatives. Now, in your surveys, I asked everybody, how many children do you think go hungry on a daily basis in the United States alone? We got some responses like 100,000 or 3 to 4 million. But according to feedamerica.org, almost 17 million children in the United States alone go hungry on a daily basis or don't know where their next meal comes from. Now, one of the saddest facts in the world to me that I had trouble accepting when I first heard is how many children a day starve to death or die from hunger-related issues. According to bread.org, 16,000 kids a day. Now, I almost couldn't believe this, and the further I did research, the further I found out that it's a true fact. A kid every 5 seconds dies from a hunger-related issue. And because of this, Convoy of Hope has made this one of their #1 goals, is to diminish this number. Convoy of Hope actually feeds 120,000 kids on a daily basis. But instead of just being random kids, they stick with a specific amount of kids and feed them at their schools. Because in a lot of places like Haiti or the Philippines or El Salvador, kids don't have any desire to go to school. But if that's where their only meal is coming from, not only do they get fed, but they also get an education so they can feed their children themselves. Moving on to community outreaches. This was the original foundation of Convoy of Hope, was having the things that they call convoys. What you're looking at here is a place for children to play. They provide medical expenses to people who can't afford it, dentistry, haircuts, and they also hand out loads and loads and loads of food. Actually, Convoy of Hope this year alone has served over 250,000 people in the United States through 50 or more of these outreaches. The third thing I'm going to talk about that they do is disaster response. This picture right here is actually a picture from Hurricane Sandy, the one that just hit the Northeast just recently. Since it hit, Convoy of Hope has sent over $2 million of resources up to that area, and it's continuing to help work getting back our country back to where it needs to be, because you can see everyone in all these houses must have lost everything in their life. Now, the ethical dilemma that we face is the fact that we spend between $10 and $15 a day on food, when to feed a child, it's only 30 cents a meal, so less than $1 a day to feed a kid, which is pretty fantastic. Now, Zach Bissonette of the Daily Finance wrote in his article, Alcohol in College, the average college student spends $500 a year on alcohol alone. So cut back a shot, cut back a beer, cut back a mixed drink, and you can help feed a kid for almost a week. It's a pretty unbelievable statistic. Now, why Convoy of Hope? Convoy of Hope is actually a local organization. Their main headquarters is only about 2 miles from here, so it's very easy to get personally involved with this organization. Second, according to Charity Navigator, they are a 4-star organization for 9 years running. and 4-star is the highest level that an organization can be. 90% of any donation that you give will actually go to people and to the programs. Only 4% is administrative costs, and then 6% to fundraising, turning your money into more money to help the cause. So today I'm going to have a few calls to action. First off, Convoy of Hope is a thing every Tuesday night. It's actually canceled until January 22nd. But any Tuesday night, you can go down to their headquarters on 330 South Patterson Avenue, which is right off Chestnut. And for an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, however you want to help, starting at 6:30 every Tuesday, you can go down and just assist with whatever they need you to assist. It's just an open call for anybody. Secondly, we have a thing at Missouri State called CASTLE. Now, CASTLE is a way that you can get actual credit by working with a nonprofit. And since Convoy of Hope is local, if anyone has a desire to do a CASTLE through Convoy of Hope, you can contact me. I can help you get set up. I did it myself, and it was a wonderful opportunity and a wonderful experience. And thirdly, right now, literally right now, you can text this number to donate $10 to the Sandy relief effort, and that money within the month will end up in New York and end up helping a family that likely lost everything in the recent devastation. So if you have any other questions, feel free to talk to me, and I have handouts for everybody. Thank you.